Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into something that hits close to home for a lot of us, 10 cities where the high cost of living just doesn't seem worth it anymore. We all fantasize about living in these iconic, vibrant places with their bright lights and big promises, but sometimes the reality is a lot less glamorous. Think sky-high rent that eats half your paycheck, groceries that cost a fortune, and taxes that leave you wondering where all your money went. I've dug into the latest data, cost of living indexes, quality of life reports, and more to bring you this countdown. These cities might have their charm, but between cramped apartments, endless traffic, and wallets that stay empty, they might not be worth the hype. We'll go from number 10 all the way to number 1, breaking down why these spots could leave you broke and stressed. If you enjoy this kind of content, hit that like button, subscribe, and tap the bell so you don't miss out. Let's kick things off with number 10. Stick with me. Coming in at number 10, we've got Miami, Florida. This city's got that postcard appeal, sunny beaches, vibrant nightlife, and a tropical vibe that's hard to resist. But here's the catch. Living here costs about 20% more than the US average. A one-bedroom apartment downtown? You're looking at around $2,500 a month, and that's if you snag a deal before someone else does. Groceries, utilities, and car insurance pile on top, eating into your budget fast. Sure, the weather's warm year-round, but hurricane season rolls in every summer, driving up insurance costs and stress levels. Traffic's another headache. Interstate 95 is a parking lot half the time, turning a quick trip into an hour-long slog. Jobs here don't pay enough to match. Median income's about $40,000 a year, while you need closer to $80,000 to live comfortably. For all the glitz and glamour, you're paying a premium for instability and chaos. Miami's fun to visit, but living there? That's a tough sell. At number 9, we have Vancouver, Canada. This place is a stunner. Snow-capped mountains, sparkling ocean views, and a laid-back West Coast charm. But beauty comes at a steep price. A one-bedroom apartment outside downtown averages $2,200 Canadian dollars a month. That's about $1,600 US dollars. And closer to the core, it's even worse. Housing prices are astronomical. The average home costs over $1 million Canadian dollars, making it a pipe dream for most. Groceries and gas are pricey too, pushing the cost of living 30% above Canada's national average. Jobs pay decently, with a median income around $70,000 Canadian dollars, but you'd need 6 figures to feel secure. Then there's the weather, rain for days, and overcrowding that makes it feel less chill than advertised. It's a gorgeous city, no doubt, but your bank account might beg you to reconsider. Vancouver's a dream for some, but a budget buster for most. Number 8 brings us across the pond to London, UK. This city's got history, culture, and that classic British charm. Think Big Ben and double-decker buses. But affordable? Not a chance. Rent for a small flat in the city center averages £2,000 a month, about $2,500 US dollars, and that's for something tiny. Add in taxes, pricey public transport, and food costs, and you're looking at a cost of living 40% higher than the UK average. Salaries hover around £40,000 a year, which sounds okay until you realize how far it doesn't stretch. The tube's packed, the weather's gray more often than not, and some areas deal with high crime rates. You're paying top dollar for a cramped, stressful life where even a pint at the pub feels like a splurge. London's got its magic, no question, but the price tag might make you think twice. At number 7, we're down under in Sydney, Australia. Picture perfect beaches, the iconic Opera House, and a sunny lifestyle make it tempting. But the cost of living here is a buzzkill. A one-bedroom apartment in the city averages $2,500 Australian dollars a month, around $1,700 US dollars, and that's just the start. Groceries, utilities, and transport push expenses 25% above Australia's average. The median income's about 70,000 Australian dollars yearly, but you'd need more to enjoy the good life. Traffic's a mess. Think gridlock on the Harbour Bridge, and natural threats like bushfires or floods loom large every year. It's a postcard-worthy spot, no doubt, but the laid-back vibe you'd expect gets drowned out by the financial strain. Sydney's stunning, but your wallet might not thank you for staying. Time for number 6. Number 6 takes us to Singapore. This city-state is a marvel, futuristic skylines, spotless streets, and top-notch efficiency. but it's one of the priciest places around. Rent for a modest apartment averages 3,000 Singapore dollars a month, about 2,200 US dollars, and that's for something small. Food, transport, and daily expenses jack up the cost of living 30% above Southeast Asia's norm. Salaries are decent, around 60,000 Singapore dollars a year, but taxes and strict regulations nibble away at it. Space is tight, think high-rise shoeboxes, and the humid heat hits you like a wall every day. It's safe, clean, and modern, sure, but you're shelling out a fortune for a rigid, crowded lifestyle that leaves little room to breathe. Singapore's impressive, but the cost might not match the payoff. At number 5, we're back in the US with Los Angeles, California. The land of Hollywood dreams, palm trees, and endless sunshine, but it's a budget breaker. Rent for a one-bedroom downtown averages $2,800 a month, and that's on the low end. Living costs are 50% above the US average, with gas, groceries, and utilities hitting hard. Traffic's a nightmare, hours wasted on the 405, and the median income of $60,000 a year doesn't cut it. You need 100,000 plus to feel okay. Smog chokes the air, wildfires threaten the hills, and inequality's stark on every corner. The glamour's there if you're a star, but for most, it's a grind that doesn't justify the price. LA's got that allure, no doubt, but it's a tough place to make ends meet. Number 4 brings us to Tokyo, Japan. This city's a whirlwind, neon lights, cutting-edge tech, and a culture that's one of a kind. But living here? Pricey. A one-bedroom near the center costs about 300,000 yen a month, roughly 2,000 US dollars, and it's tiny. The cost of living's 20% above Japan's average, with food and transport adding up quick. Salaries average 6 million yen a year, about 40,000 US dollars, but space is cramped and the work culture's relentless. Long hours are the norm. Earthquakes are a constant risk too, keeping you on edge. Tokyo's a marvel of human ingenuity, packed with energy and innovation, but the financial and mental toll can wear you down fast. It's a bucket list spot, but living there full-time? That's a big ask. At number 3, we've got Zurich, Switzerland. Nestled by the Alps with pristine lakes, it's postcard perfect. But the cost of living here is jaw-dropping. Rent for a small apartment averages 2,500 Swiss francs a month, about 2,600 US dollars, and that's modest. Everything's expensive. A coffee's $5 and groceries sting. Living costs are 60% above the European average. Salaries are high, around 80,000 Swiss francs a year, but taxes take a chunk, and the cold winters plus a reserve vibe don't scream warmth. It's safe, clean, and organized, classic Swiss, but you're paying a fortune for a life that feels stiff and isolating to some. Zurich's got wealth and beauty, no question, but the price tag might not match the experience. Number 2 takes us to San Francisco, California. Tech Central with the Golden Gate Bridge and a quirky charm, it's a magnet. But the cost? Brutal. A one-bedroom apartment averages $3,500 a month, and that's if you're lucky. Living expenses are 80% above the US average. Groceries, gas, everything's through the roof. Median income's $100,000 a year, but you need double to live decently. Traffic's a slog, fog blankets the city, and homelessness is a glaring issue on every block. Tech bros might thrive, but for regular folks, it's a grind that doesn't deliver the dreamy California life you'd hope for. San Francisco's got innovation and views, sure, but the financial squeeze and daily hassles make it a tough sell. Topping our list at number 1 is New York City, USA. The Big Apple, bright lights, Broadway, and that hustle everyone talks about. But it's the priciest of all. A one-bedroom apartment averages $4,000 a month, more if you're in Manhattan. The cost of living's double the US average. Rent, food, even a bagel sets you back. Median income's $70,000 a year, but you need $150,000 to feel secure. It's loud, crowded, and grimy, subways packed, streets chaotic. The energy's unmatched, and for some, that's the draw, opportunity around every corner. But for most, it's a financial black hole where you're hustling just to survive, not thrive. New York's a legend, no doubt, but the cost might outweigh the dream. That's our top pick. And there you have it, folks, our countdown of 10 cities where the high cost of living just isn't worth it. From New York's relentless pace to Miami's stormy surprises, these places demand a lot for what they give back. It's wild to see how beauty, fame, or opportunity can come with such a steep price. What do you think? Would you still move to one of these spots, or have I changed your mind? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I love hearing from you. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell for more. Want a list of affordable cities next? Let me know below. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Stay smart with your money, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya!